What is up, everyone? It's March J8 here, bringing you guys the news in a flash. Let's get right into it. Once again, we're back again with another E3 episode, so we'll jump right into it. We're starting things off with Square Enix, who had a pretty basic lineup this year. They actually didn't spend a whole lot of time going over and talking about some of the games that they had there, which means their conference was actually pretty short. They also were missing a number of highly anticipated games, including the Avengers game that Crystal Dynamics was supposedly working on, and Final Fantasy VII Remake. Square, what's going on here, man? Come on, give us some sort of update on this, or at least something. Also, there wasn't any mention of the new Final Fantasy 15 expansions that were supposedly coming throughout this year, so I don't know what's going on with that. But they did show off a number of things, including gameplay for Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which, let me say, I'm actually really excited about this game. I love the reboot. The sequel was pretty good, and this game just, it looks awesome. The combat, the mobility in the game, it just looks fluid, it looks gritty, it looks intense, and it definitely seems up to live the part. So I'm excited for that. We also got a new extended trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3 that showed off a couple of new details that weren't shown in the Microsoft press conference. Square Enix also revealed a new game called The Quiet Man. It looks like this kind of beat 'em up with a character that's apparently deaf. That's pretty much all I know about this game at this point. Dragon Quest XI got a brand new story trailer. Square Enix also announced that they have partnered up with Platinum Games for a new game called Babylon Falls. And there's just a teaser on this so far. There's no real details on it yet, but it looks interesting. But that pretty much wraps up the Square Enix press conference. And then moving on to Ubisoft, we got our first look at the next Assassin's Creed title in the series called Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which will be taking place in ancient Greece. Now, what's interesting about this new game is not only are they going to continue emphasizing on the RPG elements seen in Origins, they're actually going to expand on it. So your leveling is now going to be based specifically on what kind of armor you're wearing, I'm guessing the leveling of the armor, and you also have these new multiple narrative dialogue branches, along with being able to choose whether you want to be a male or female assassin, which is kind of odd since the hosts of the memories have never really been able to alter the gender of their ancestors, so that's a little strange. Either way around, the game is set to be released on October 5th. We got a new trailer for Beyond Good and Evil 2 with the return of Jade. I actually have no idea who Jade was, so I had to look it up, and I realized that that's the protagonist of the first game. So, and I never played the first game, so that's why I didn't know who she was. Anyways, she made an appearance. The Division 2 released a new trailer and also announced that they will have raids, specializations, and all the content for it will be free. It will be basically free content updates. For Honor revealed a new trailer showing off a bunch of new mode, one new mode called Breach and a brand new faction. Skull and Bones, a new ship that's basically using the engine from Assassin's Creed Black Flag, got a new trailer and gameplay video. It looks awesome. And then that's pretty much it for Ubisoft's press conference. And then we move on to my favorite press conference, Sony. And they started off the press conference with the game that I am most excited for at this point in time. I don't think I need to go into any details on how much I love the Last of Us series. It's just a fantastic game. And if you haven't gotten a chance to play it, I definitely recommend it. They basically showed off the Last of Us 2, and it looks fantastic in terms of graphics. It just looks amazing. So it starts off with Ellie from the last game gazing into a crowd of dancing people, and she's just relaxing in the background. Eventually, though, she does get pulled into a crowd by another girl who is later to be revealed as a love interest to Ellie. And during their dance, this scene actually shifts over to Ellie scavenging around some unknown place with people all intently looking for her. And it ends up into this brutal and intense showdown as Ellie is doing whatever she can to make her way through this and get out of this alive. It was awesome. It was intense. I really liked the trailer. But there was a bit of controversy around it, particularly towards the end of it, where there's actually a kissing scene between Ellie and this girl. Quite frankly, I don't really understand why people are complaining about it, and if I had to take a guess, then it's possibly because it's being portrayed more dominantly as virtue signaling than actual character development. And the reason I say that is because, one, we have no idea who this other girl is. We have absolutely no context on who she is, how she met Ellie, and what her role is in this game. And quite frankly, I think I have a little bit of an idea of where the story is going, but at this point in time, I have no idea. And two, Ellie is already a character that has been well established and it's very well known amongst the fan base that she is open to loving another girl. with the whole Left Behind DLC, it made that very apparently clear that and she's open to it. She's open to loving another girl. It's not really sure whether she's open to loving a guy. But it wouldn't even matter. If she was kissing a guy, I would still kind of see the complaints coming in from this. Because, quite frankly, we have no idea what the story is going on with this. With the Left Behind DLC, we had an entire DLC to build up the relationship between the two girls. And we could see clear as day that there was definitely a bond between the two of them. There was actually depth there. With this trailer, we don't have that. We just don't have that. So I don't think this would have resolved itself if there was a guy kissing Ellie, because we don't know who this person is. And based off the narrative that was given in the context of this trailer, there's kind of like this discrepancy. You don't know who this character is, but from what you're hearing about her, she was just dating some Asian guy that was talking to Ellie. But now apparently she's not dating some Asian guy. She's now apparently dating Ellie. And Ellie's going on about how, there's a chance that they might get back together. And it's like, what are you talking about? What are you trying to portray with this story? Okay, and I think Naughty Dog is to blame for this. They have not been doing a good job in terms of portraying the story arc on this. We still haven't gotten a release date yet for this game, which is highly disappointing. But I think they need to start developing a better story trailer for this game, because we as fans have literally been picking things out from each of the trailers and trying to put together some context to this story, and it's just not there. First trailer basically shows Ellie playing guitar after killing a bunch of guys, and then Joel comes up and starts talking to her. Second trailer involves characters that we have no idea who they are, but we know that this is the faction that Ellie is going up against in the third trailer, because they're going through the same practices as the people in the second trailer. And I'm guessing they're more religious trailer, so I'm guessing there's some context there. But we have no idea if they have any correlation to the Fireflies, who are probably going to be pretty pissed at what Joel did. But again, we have no context to who these characters are, what their role in the game is, how they involve Ellie, how they involve Joel, who is yet to make any sort of appearance in terms of gameplay or narrative. Like, what the fuck is up with that? Where is Joel at? Stop playing us like that, Naughty Dog. You know the importance of the relationship between Joel and Ellie. Do not screw with us on that. And the way they're going about it makes me think that they're going to kill off Joel in the first 5 minutes of the game. And if that happens, I'm going to be a little pissed, unless they give him a proper death. But I think that this is kind of Naughty Dog's fault at this point, that they haven't really given an idea of where the story arc for this game is going. But I don't know. My biggest issue with this trailer is that Joel is not in it. Like, where's Joel? He's mentioned in it. He's like, the Asian dude that was talking to Ellie is like, yeah, your old man chewed into me, which I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see that they look at Joel as being the father of Ellie. I like that. But at the same time, it's like, where is this story going? I don't know. Hopefully we get more context for this when the PlayStation Experience comes along. I don't remember when that's going to be at. But if you guys want to check out the trailer, it'll be down below. Moving on, Destiny 2's Forsaken new trailer did pretty much the exact opposite of what the Last of Us trailer did in a very, very short amount of time. It came on and basically it gave us the motivation that we need to want to jump into this story and kick some ass. It gave us the context behind the story, and it made us understand why it's going to be a darker story. Okay, so when I saw this, it was like the scene in Star Wars Revenge of the Sith where Yoda is grasping his heart and limping over as his cane falls to the ground, as he feels this pain inside of him as the Jedi around the galaxy are being slaughtered. You can just feel the heartbreak run throughout the Destiny community as we watched as Cade 6 first has his ghost destroyed, and then is gunned down right in the head by Prince Aldrich, who has returned and is now apparently leading this new faction of the Fallen. Where that comes into play, I have no idea, but I am definitely interested in learning more about that. That is how you make an effective story trailer. Not a lot of details are really revealed about the entire premise of the story. Not a lot of there are definitely questions that are being asked. But it's definitely those kind of questions that lead you to want to learn more rather than lead you to ask what the hell is going on here. And it did a fantastic job of that. It was a very sad trailer, but it was definitely a trailer that motivated a lot of the fan base. And I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see that Destiny was able to create a character that fans really, really enjoy. And if it wasn't for the Taken King, let's be straight up honest. If it wasn't for Taken King, nobody would give a shit about Cade 6. He was a bland character before Taken King. After Taken King came on, everyone fell in love with Cade 6. So to see Bungie actually kill off Cade 6, and yes, he is dead. They have confirmed this. He is dead. And that is both a daring move on their part, and I got to applaud them for that. And it makes us want to jump in there and go get some vengeance on him. So they did a great job on that. If you guys want to check out the trailer for that, it'll be down below. Let's get into some quick fires for the rest of the episode, rest of the trailers that were shown. We have Ghost of Tsushima, which looks incredibly beautiful. It's like the samurai game, and the backdrops on it just look fantastic. It looks amazing. And there's another game called Control that was revealed. Basically, best way I can describe it is think telekinetic shooter. We also got a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, I know there's a lot of those, but this one in particular actually shows off a brand new world, Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, I know that was in Kingdom Hearts 2, but holy shit, it looks amazing in this one. Death Stranding got a new trailer that, of course, makes no sense whatsoever, but at least we got gameplay for it this time around, so I am interested to see where the story goes. Capcom announced that they are releasing a remake of Resident Evil 2, and again, the graphics on these games are just looking phenomenal. I will have to say, Leon Kennedy kind of looks like Andrew Garfield. He does. But just the graphics on this game look amazing. And then, of course, we got a new look at the upcoming Spider-Man game, which, of course, gave gameplay for that. And that should be coming out soon, in the next couple of months, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Finally, move on to Nintendo, who brought a couple of games to their show, like Super Mario Party, Fire Emblem Three Houses, and they also announced Fortnite is coming to Switch. It's already out on Switch, and I have it downloaded on mine, so if you want that, go and grab it. It is, of course, free. But the main attraction that they were showing off is, of course, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which will feature their entire fucking roster of characters. No characters being left out. None. Solid Snake is in it. Sonic is in it. Cloud is in it. Bayonetta is in it. Pichu is in it. Jigglypuff is in it. Mewtwo is in it. Everyone. Everyone is in it. And we're also getting Ridley and Peach. They're also coming to the fight as well. I am so thrilled for this. I am amazed by this. I want this game. And the good news is that we don't have to wait a fucking year or so to get it. It's coming out December 8th. So, that is awesome. And that is fantastic. We're also getting 3 Links. We're getting regular Link, we're getting Toon Link, and then we're getting Young Link, which is awesome. Alright, and with that being said, it brings us to an end to our E3 episode. So it's back to our regular schedule with a new episode, hopefully coming out on Friday, with that going back to our regular format. Hopefully we can have one out Friday. It depends on how much content we have for it. But with that being said, hopefully I will get it out on Friday, and stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Feel free to leave a like if you did. Leave a like if you didn't. Subscribe if you want more. And I will see you all on the next one. Mars out.